everyone, how are you doing today? I seem to always talk about weather, but how is that weather? Our weather is, I don't know what today was. Oh, today wasn't that warm. It was like, I think, 30, 31. I don't think it got over freezing. Oh, there's my finger. Hi! It didn't get over freezing. But we're going to have, what's going to happen this weekend, Polly?
Snow.
A lot of snow?
Yeah.
Lots of snow. It's going to be cold.
Yep.
Very cold. And the worst thing, wind. Yep. I saw it on the weather map on the news. It's down in the Midwest, and now it's coming up, and it's coming toward the east. So guess what? Car's going to be buried all over again. Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Someone was saying they have, I think, warmer. Do they have warmer weather? I don't know. But I think a couple of you said this weekend it's going to be bad, too, coming up. So it seems to be all around. We seem to have kind of the same, gist of the same kind of weather, kind of, you know, like some places will be cold when we're getting dumped on with a bunch of snow. That wind, I just cannot stand. It is way, way too much. Like I said, when I was little, I didn't mind it, but now, when you're a grown-up, you know what wind can do damage. And I still haven't looked in my backyard since the other rain. Yep. Ah, windstorm. We've had so much weird weather. We've had, my goodness, in 1 week's time, we had that awful snow where the car was buried. Then we had 2 days of pretty warm weather where I could see my car. Then we had rain. Then we had thunder. Then we had a bit more snow. Then, I don't know, you know, we had 4 seasons all in a week's time. That's upstate New York. But anyhow, I was telling Polly the other day, I was reminiscing about old times. And so I thought I'd share with you. I don't know if I'll remember because if I write it down, I have nowhere to look in here because it's kind of dark. So Polly's here to remind me. I think I know the first one. So, long ago when I was a little girl, we used to have, I've said I come from somewhere else. Well, I don't. I was born here, but I mean, my family did. So they used to have this singing group, like, you know, there's Chicago and, you know, Journey and, you know, whatever bands. A band. It was a band. And every time they came to town, they did a lot in Toronto because there's more of my nationality in Toronto. But when they came here, they always came to stay at our house. I feel deja vu. Did I tell this story? Oh, well, I'll tell it again. So anyhow, there was a bunch of them. I can't remember now. It was a long time ago. But in the house we lived in, there was an upstairs. Well, it was a big house. It had a basement, the first floor, second floor, and then the attic. It was kind of creepy. And on the third floor was, okay, so for those that are new, I had a birth mom, and her sister raised me, who I considered my mom. And she was married to, which would be my uncle, and his mean parents lived in their house, and they lived on that third floor. So on that third floor, there was like a little in-law apartment. No, not little, it's huge. It was a whole third floor. So they had a bathroom, a kitchen, then they had a bedroom and a living room, and then one of the rooms was my room. So I had to live up there with them. It's a whole nother vlog. I could talk about them. Oh, and also someone mentioned about if I'm going to do a vlog about Polly's monitor. I sure will. I'll do it on all 3 of them. Thank you for the idea. Actually, I think I thought about it, but then it went out of my head, so thank you. So if you don't see it in the next week or so, remind me again. So back to my story. So whenever they came, I was really excited because there was this one guy, and he always was talking to me. I don't know. I was really young, maybe 8 or 9. I don't know if I was girl crushing or is a guy crushing. Crushing on him. I don't know. What was it called back then? Now they call you crushing. You crush on someone. What is it called? What we called? I don't know. We used to say we're in love with them. No, I don't think it was that. When you're so little. I think it was just said you had a crush on them. Rather like now they say you're crushing on them. I don't know. Does it really matter? Anyhow, I probably thought he was cute. I don't know. I was too young. Who knows? I don't know. I liked him. He was a nice person. Okay, we'll leave it at that. So anyhow, one time he came, he said, he started with, he said, you want to see a magic trick? I'm like, yes, I love magic. Oh my gosh, I love magic. When I was little, I always wanted a magic kit. Never got one because we were poor. Then right out of high school, got married, started having kids. Never got that magic kit. I still want a magic kit. But anyhow, he says, you want to see some magic? I'm like, yeah. I think I was 10 maybe. 10, 11. I don't know. About that age. So he goes and he gets a quarter out of the back of my ear. I don't remember how he did it or what. Well, obviously he must have had it in his hand. And I was going to say, was it behind my ear? I think I'm going back in time with my brain thinking I'm 10 or 11. But anyhow, then I told Polly, I'll say, oh, I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing so hard. Oh, I told you something else. I can't remember what other story I told you. I was laughing and laughing. Maybe when I'm talking this, you can remember. So then anyhow, so this guy, I'm going to start laughing when I won't be able to tell the story. So this guy, the same guy who I had a crush on, who did the ear thing with money, he says, I'm going to take my thumb off. And I don't know, he kind of said it maybe quick, and it didn't strike me. And then it kind of like, you know how after the fact, you hear something, but it doesn't really hit you. And then he did something, and his thumb was gone. And I started to cry. Oh, I had to be younger. I must have been 8 years old or something, or 7. I started to cry. I was crying. I'm like, why would you take your thumb off? Oh my gosh. I was devastated. I was so upset. And he wouldn't put the thumb back. But he said, you can't get it back now. And I guess I wasn't wise to the world of magic, because obviously he didn't take his thumb off. I was so sad. Why would he take his thumb off? And I didn't really, I was a deep thinker, but not back then, because I would have analyzed it thoroughly. When I was telling Polly, I said, how dumb was I? I was crying over a guy who really didn't take his thumb off, but told me he did. And there was this little girl crying over his thumb. Oh my God. That was funny, and almost came into my, oh yeah, now I know. I was telling Polly how, how young girls were also, what is the word I said? Dumb? I don't know, something like that. I said, I used to be crushing on, who was it? From, I don't know. I don't know if these were reruns or the shows, but anyhow, it was, what's the name from Partridge Family? What was his name? The Partridge Family was David Cassidy. Oh my gosh, I was in love with him. He was gonna marry me. Oh yeah, he was. And when I was telling Polly the story, it was so funny, because I'm like, oh, it's stupid. It was like, I would never on the face of this planet even cross his path. And I was, oh my God, I was so convinced I was going to marry him. Oh my God. And just telling Polly, just reliving how, I don't know if you were like that, but I was a girly girl. And then there was Davy Jones. Was he from the Monkees? Oh my goodness. I love, well, to this day, I love guys with accents. So it must have started back then. And I said, then there was Davy Jones and Bobby Sherman. Oh my gosh, Bobby Sherman. Oh, well, he was, not all together. They weren't going to be my husbands, but oh, Bobby Sherman, that was my guy. And as I'm telling Polly, I'm just laughing and laughing, like, what a silly little girl I was, thinking that I was going to marry him. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. I'm sure you don't think it's as funny, but when I think about it now, when I was a little kid, why would I actually think that? I have no idea. I truly do not know. And I think, like I said, I don't know if these were reruns. I don't know when this stuff was on, whatever. But it was like, Oh my gosh, I was in love. This was it. I was gonna marry them. And it was so fun. When I told Polly, I had tears in my eyes laughing. So that was something funny. Sort of like later on in life, I have a George Clooney crush. Oh, I used to always, wherever I went, like the doctor's office, they asked your name, and I would tell my name, and I say, well, it's supposed to be Mrs. Clooney. I said that for years and years and years, and people would say, well, women, when it was a woman, they'd say, yeah, you and everyone else, and oh my gosh, I was really crushing on that George Clooney when he married that lawyer lady there, and then had 2 kids. It's like, oh, he broke my heart. Oh, it doesn't take much to entertain me. Okay, what's next? I forgot already. Oh yeah, Bewitched. The show Bewitched. Again, I think they were reruns, I don't know. But anyhow, I love Bewitched. And there was an episode there that she happened to be somewhere, I don't know where. And she was somewhere sitting, I don't know, I want to say like a subway station, I don't remember. And she happened to look over at this old woman. I think she even called her Old Crow. Something weird she called her, a very old woman. And she looked at her, and the next thing she knew, she was that old woman, and that old woman was her. And let me tell you, that totally scarred me. I was so scared. I thought that would really, truly happen. And after that, whenever I saw an old woman, like, back in the day when you could go, we would walk to a store. I don't think they had plazas then. I don't know. If I saw an old woman, I looked away. And then I started thinking just now how I always say I have a soft spot in my heart for old men. Probably because I was afraid of old women. I thought if I looked, and I was really young. Again, I was very young. I want to say I was 5 or 6 when I saw this thing. And I thought I would turn into an old woman. And I thought, I can't because I want to get married. I have all these suitors in mind. So, oh my God, was I a silly little girl. But when you're a latchkey kid, what else do you got to do but use your imagination? And then we saw this show on YouTube. We were looking at old shows and probably want to look at old commercials and stuff. And there was a show called Dark Shadows. And I swear, I thought I watched it. But when we turned it on, there would be no way. It's like gothic. I don't know, but it reminded me, I'm like, I think I watched it every day at 4, but I couldn't have. So I think maybe my friends watched it and told me. I would never watch. I mean, even now it's creepy to me. Barnabas, what was his name? Barnabas Collins. We just pulled up one episode and it was this Barnabas Collins. And I don't know, but then, did anyone watch it? Did he have fangs and turn into a vampire? I don't know. Maybe someone told me. I have no clue, but it's fun to reminisce. And what was the other thing we got to remember now?
Morning.
Huh?
Morning.
You got to talk louder. I'm old.
In the morning or something.
Oh, yeah. Did we get all that? Oh, yeah. So then there was another time that, I think I told this story once, but, we have this thing in my nationality where every summer there's it's called Yana Diana, but I guess it's celebration of summer. It's in June, and all the people from my nationality get together, and basically they bring their homemade cheese from my country and sauerkraut and these things called P.O.Box, and they get together like here's like someone had a farm or a lot of land, and they'd get together there, and basically they'd get drunk and sing and jump over fires. I know that sounds weird, but that's what they did. And they were big drinkers, so I don't know where I came from because I don't drink. I don't know. I guess because I'm thin, and when it's cool to drink and you go out to drink, boy, it wouldn't take much to get me drunk, and I didn't like the feeling, so I just never drank. But people from my country, they're drinkers. Like when we would have parties at our house, like babies' christenings or birthday parties, I'd have the kids to bed, and they'd still be there drinking and singing, and the more they drank, the more they sang, and they wouldn't leave, but that's the way it was. So, but anyhow, we went to one of these Yanadana celebrations. But we went somewhere out where I want to say the Adirondacks, I don't know, somewhere where there was something like that. I don't know. It wasn't a local place. So anyhow, my friend was there too, and she was one who got into trouble. She was into guys real early and all this stuff, and we don't know what happened to her. She disappeared, so I don't think she'd ever watch my YouTube channel. But anyhow, so as everyone, the adults are there, and I think we were the only two kids that were there. We were only children. So maybe the people who had more kids didn't bring their kids, I don't know. But anyhow, so as the grown-ups are getting drunk, my mom never got drunk. I mean, she maybe would have had a beer. She liked it with ginger ale because that's how they drink it in Canada. Or they did. But anyhow, she wasn't drunk. Or maybe she was a bit tipsy because somehow my friend talked me into walking away, and we went walking in these woods in the dark. Can you imagine nowadays? Oh my gosh. Oh, I got the chills thinking about it. So we walked off, and who did we see? A bunch of guys. And we were teenagers then. I remember we were like, I don't know how old. 14, 15 maybe. 13 to 15, I'm not sure. Probably 14, 15. And they had a campfire, and they weren't, they were just American or whatever, speaking English. And so they said, oh, come join us. And so, well, I was a good Catholic girl. She was not. But anyhow, so we spent the evening there. So my mom must have got a little tipsy because she was very overprotective, and I'm sure she'd go looking for me. So anyhow, so we spend the whole night, like, it sounded bad. We were just, well, I don't know what she was doing, but she kind of left me there with all these guys at the campfire. They were roasting marshmallows. I mean, they were respectful. I mean, it could have turned out horrible. But back then, I don't know, maybe guys weren't horrible. But anyhow, I remember there was a guy named Nick who I talked to. He was really nice. So anyhow, while she was off being bad, I was just sitting there thinking, oh, if my mom comes here, I'm in big trouble. So anyhow, what they did is they drank, and then they sobered up with coffee and drove home. So we were driving home in the morning, 7, 8 a.m., I don't know, whatever. So anyhow, we get home and we're real tired, and so we went to sleep. And, we basically had stayed up all night. So I remember I woke up, and it was like 7 or 8 at night. And when I woke up, I thought it was the morning, as did my mom. And so we're like, and it would be whatever time of the year, the time changed at 7 or 8 in the morning, it would be light, and it was dark, and we're like, oh my gosh. And my mom's like, what's going on? Why is it still dark? And I'm like, I don't know. So she called her friend, my best friend's mom, and said, what's going on? Why is it dark in the morning? And my God, I can't. I feel like throwing up. I'm going to throw up. Oh my God. And so her mother said, what is, I can't. Oh my God, I can't keep it together. Oh my God. Calm down. I can't spit it out. So my friend's mom, oh, I'm crying. My friend's mom said to her, I can't. Oh my gosh. So she said, I need sleep. I know she didn't say that. Oh my God. So her mother said to my mom, what, are you drunk? Are you crazy? It's nighttime. And they would always go to bed. I think she woke her up. And she's like, no, because if you I got tears in my eyes. When you wake up and you think it's day, I mean, when you wake up in the morning, I mean, I don't sleep, but back in the day when I slept, you wake up, it's morning, and it's dark. And it's like, we were thoroughly convinced. And then her husband, my uncle, worked the afternoon shift, and she couldn't find him. She looked all through our big house, and she's like, where could he be? And, he happened to be down at the local bar because it was 7 or 8 at night, but we thought it was the morning. And she kept saying, my mom was saying to the other mom, she says, no, it's the morning. She says, I'm going to be late for work. I don't understand. Why is it dark? And like I say, it was during the time of, it can be dark at 7, but it was whatever time we're in now. But anyhow, her mother says, stop it, calm down. It's nighttime, go to bed. She says, no, we just woke up. That was the thing. We were so overtired and we just woke up. And we truly thought there was no way they were going to convince us. It was nighttime. It was like, oh my God. I guess it's nice to have a good laugh sometimes. I don't remember the last time I laughed like that. So, do you have any funny stories like that? I have more I can share with you, but I'll never forget that. We just looked at each other, my mom and I, and thought that my friend's mother was crazy because it was morning and my mom was getting ready to go to work. I think it was when her husband came home an hour later, kind of, a little bit tipsy, and then she starts talking to him. My God, that was really funny because he's a little drunk, and he's like, what is wrong with you? It's nighttime. And it just gets darker and darker, and I don't know, maybe she had a few drinks, and she usually doesn't drink. I was exhausted. I was scared my mom would find me at a campfire with guys, and my friend was nowhere to be found, so I was just all, like, mixed up, too, but it was just, I can remember it like yesterday. So share any kind of funny memories you have, or if you watched Dark Shadows or Bewitched, did you see that scene, or did anyone take their thumb off and scar you for life? Let me know. So for now, well, let me tell you, for the time I was talking, my nausea has been gone. I've had nausea for over a week, but somehow laughing really helped it. I thought I was going to lose my cookies, but I didn't. So for now, I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like. Please like, just press like. It really helps our channel out a lot. Don't forget to press the notification bell so you know when I load up a video. And don't forget to be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. They may think that the morning is the night or the night is the morning. You never know. You just never know. And be kind to yourself. And most importantly, stay safe. And share some stories. I got 2 nice long stories. One from Colleen and one from, I keep forgetting your name. I've been writing SS Angel. Sweet something angel. I can't remember. Very nice long stories. So share your stories if you have anything like that to share with me. So for now, thanks for stopping by. And I'll be waiting for your funny stories too. Bye everyone.